Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 4 of Hawkeye, and last week's episode was action-packed. We got a little bit of Maya's backstory, her drive, her motivation for why she's so hell-bent on tracking down the Ronin. On top of a little bit, we still don't know exactly what they were looking for as far as from the auction, but we do know why she's got this invested interest in Kate and Clint now that she's kind of been able to tie them to the Ronin character and persona now. We saw the chase that we kind of got a little bit of a preview of on Disney Plus Day. We got that whole sequence plus more that didn't really reveal. There was a lot of stuff that was left out of that little preview that we got, and it was insane. The Pym arrow, holy crap, that moment on the bridge, that chase was just so good. And again, the banter, the back and forth, the relationship that's kind of blossoming between Kate and Clint is just a lot of fun to watch and see how that's going. And again, seeing like how much this struggle, this like care that Clint has put into trying to make sure Kate's okay, and the toll that's taking on him, his family life and stuff like that, his Christmas. Like it's heartbreaking, the moment. It's just like seeing them try to, come to grips with all this is kind of interesting. They decided to go to break into Kate's mom's house to try to use their security system and try to figure out if they can figure out who's kind of like pulling all the strings behind all this stuff, see if they can get some information out of that system. While they're there, though, Clint gets caught off guard by Jack, who was there the entire time. And that's where we left off on the episode. So I'm excited to get back into it. This one is called Partners. Am I right? So I'm excited to dive into it. Am I right? Anyway, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, remember you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gets you access as well. It's just one of the ways you can help support us over here, help us do what we do, and work towards expanding our coverage and our range of the types of reactions that we can deliver. That all being said, I know not everybody can support us in that manner, but of course, and another way you can do that is simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because giving them plenty of engagement tells YouTube to promote it to more people, and it just brings more people into the channel. And yeah, in the long run, that helps us out as well. That all said and done out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and get ready to dive into this thing. Here we go.
Jack, no! What the hell is going on? And why is there an Avenger in my dining room?
Hi. Oh my God. You're Archer.
Hawkeye.
Or Clint.
It's a big issue, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that quickly resolved itself.
Hawkeye and I are working on a case, and we needed to use the bathroom.
Working on a
How
case
terrific.
together? So Kate is helping you with an Avengers level threat?
Well, not exactly.
But you are working together.
Yes. Sounds weird, because it is.
Can I see you out?
I'll get my code, Jack.
She is not a superhero.
I mean, she's pretty good at all this, but...
Natasha Romanoff was pretty damn good at it, wasn't she? Being good isn't always enough to keep you alive. Cannot lose Kate. I've lost people before. I know in your line of work, you have to.
I understand.
So you'll forget this case?
I can't do that. But what I can do is ensure that your daughter stays safe. Okay?
Oh, shit, he got it. When did he nab that? Man, I like how, like, him and Laura are just kind of like
It's Eleanor. Could you call me
working
back, please?
things together.
It's urgent.
Oh, who's she call?
I talked to that friend of yours. He's really busy. He's been learning Russian and jogging a ton.
Tracksuits.
He said that his boss, Jack Duquesne, never gives him a day off.
Jack's CEO. You laundering money for the big guy?
Let me guess, you're gonna need another day.
So Jack is working for the big guy and in charge of Sloan?
I've been wondering.
Okay.
Verschwinde nach mir auf dem Gelände?
Rolex.
Genau.
Wasn't that destroyed like years ago?
Well, I thought so. But I thought the same thing about your fancy outfit.
Well, it's worth looking into, isn't it?
Hmm.
Jack Frost nipping at your ear.
Oh, she cracked a smile.
What's better than being with family?
I'd just be like... Aww.
It's a movie marathon night, right? Check this out. I got movies.
Thanks.
We're just gonna have to come up with a plan to take down my mom's fiance's organized crime ring while simultaneously having a heartwarming holiday celebration.
Thanos was right, mug.
We need to get the cops off my back. TSM.
Are you sure that's dry erase?
Uh,
Ever heard of boomerang arrows?
What? Why would I ever want to use a boomerang arrow?
If all trick arrows were boomerangs, then we'd have them all.
Coming back at us.
You'd have to dodge.
Knock somebody unconscious with that, like 20 feet away.
Prove it.
Or knock you unconscious.
No. I want you to hit something, guys. Pull a bolt. Whoa, you gotta show me how you just did that.
Whip it tight. That was better. You can do it this time.
Aw. This is adorable.
Best shot you ever took.
The one I didn't take.
What does that mean?
Never mind. Shouldn't have said it.
Oh, come on.
Natasha.
About the time I met someone, I was sent to take her out. And when I got there, when it was time, I couldn't do it. I just had this feeling that she wanted out. Turns out I was right.
You mean Natasha?
Yeah. She was the best there was.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's, when you do what I do for a living, it's just a game of managing loss, right? So,
You lost your family in the blip.
yeah.
Is that where you met the Ronin? It's you, isn't it?
Everybody dealt with the blip in their own way. Continued doing what I was trained to do.
Protect people.
Hurting people.
You were a hero.
That was a weapon. It was aimed by the right people.
You made mistakes, but those are behind you.
No one's tied to me. And I can't go home until I fix it. I really appreciate what you did tonight. It means a lot. You know, you should get some rest.
Yes, boss.
Can I?
No.
Come on.
Well, that was heartbreaking. After the fun time they were having and all that, but I guess that's kind of what you would expect. How long till you think Yelena shows up?
Okay, this morning I'm gonna have a talk with our friend Kazi. What I want you to do is track down the trick arrows from our friends the LARPers.
Wait, what?
I like how this is coming back around.
Hawkeye sent me here on official Avengers business. I'm his partner / best friend, Kate.
I can probably help you out if you make it worth my while.
I'm quite curious what they want.
Surprise. Just want to talk. Seem like a reasonably not stupid guy.
If you're trying to flatter me, you're way off the mark.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I think you're a doormat. Maya's need for vengeance is gonna get her killed. Period. Looking for this? Or maybe it's the box cutter under the seat. She's chasing a ghost. I think you know that. But I can't convince her of that.
Can I have my gun back?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeet.
Not gonna lie, I look pretty good as a Viking.
I made this.
Maybe I could hire you to make my next one.
What if that's our deal?
What deal?
We get you the arrows and info, and you get us materials for a new costume.
Enough materials to make your costumes plus 2 more. I know a certain someone who needs a little help with theirs.
What is this Rolex?
I gotta go.
We gotta go. We're in this together, right?
Well, you're gonna have to change.
This would have been a lot easier if we were on a higher rooftop.
That's what you think. You always want to prioritize a quick exit over a quick entrance. So when things go sideways, and they usually do, I have an exit strategy. It should take me about 3.5 minutes to get in. So if you see anything out here, just give me a signal, Kate. All right? Kate?
Oh, great. Okay.
I told you you're supposed to be lookout.
Yeah, but of the two of us, who do you trust up there not to get distracted?
No. Don't engage.
Celery, little
Kate.
kashi.
Can I tell you a secret?
Please don't do this.
I was talking to an Avenger. He's in my ear. I'm his partner.
I'll just
Oh my
take
God.
this back.
Oh, I can help you to the door, no problem. All right, you take care now.
What do you do with this giant bow problem?
I have a collapsible one.
Maybe the watch belonged to Natasha or something.
What was that?
There are like strobe lights attached to the wall.
Strobe light? What do you mean strobe light?
I don't know.
What am I looking for?
A watch. Vintage Rolex. Belongs to someone I used to work with.
Okay.
They've been out of the game a long time, but their identity's still attached to that watch.
His wife.
Got the watch.
Hang on a minute.
Clint, somebody is taking notes on your family.
What?
Clint Barton, wife.
Oh, no.
Get out of there now.
What? Why?
That light's an alarm. It's a silent alarm for people that can't hear.
Oh my God.
It was Maya's apartment.
Oh, shit.
Clint, what's going on? Maya's here.
Yeah, I can see that. Maya's on the roof with me.
Wait, what?
Definitely here.
Oh.
Who the hell am I fighting then?
Yelena. Calling it.
Incoming. Get on the zip line.
Yep. Man, she loves doing that, like, pop-up on things. Yep. Well, that solidified it.
Get out of here.
One of them, that's not going to be a problem for. Yep.
Who the hell was that?
Kate.
I cannot be your partner if you don't tell me what's going on.
Someone is hired. The Black Widow assassin. This has gotten very real, very quickly. So I'm doing this alone.
Look, I know that tonight didn't go as planned, but I chose to be here. I understand the risk. I understand all of that.
Go home, Kate. It's over.
Damn. Fuck. Elena showed up. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be this episode or not. What's the game here? That's the one thing I'm still trying to figure out, though. Like, you know, after the tease with Black Widow, why Valentina wants Clint dead. I know she's using some emotional manipulation on Yelena to, like, motivate her to go after him as a target for blaming him for Natasha's death, but why? And what is this watch, I guess, from, like, the clues so far, have me thinking that watch is tied to Laura. She's been out of the game for a while. It's still a threat. It could blow her cover or something like that. It's got to be her. Right? I mean, Natasha's gone. So, like, whatever secrets it contains, what's it gonna do? Unless it's tied to Natasha and it's like something that the public doesn't know, or tied to something the public doesn't know about her coming out. But it feels like it's more immediate than that. But why would they be going after her? Maybe it's witness protection of some type. She wanted out of some other situation. I don't know. Very curious. But they're definitely hinting at more, for sure, with how integrated his wife is into helping him with this case right now. Her swapping of language and stuff like that. Somebody had, like, mentioned, I had heard at one point that maybe, like, Laura maybe was his handler at one point or another, like maybe within S.H.I.E.L.D. or something like that. Or who knows, maybe she's a widow as well, an ex-widow. I don't know. But it definitely feels like it's tied to his family. At least that's the vibe I get. I could be completely wrong. More mentions of the guy up top, but still no sightings as of yet for Uncle or whoever's pulling the strings behind everything. But he's definitely playing into that fear when, like, he went to go, like, confront Kazi about him being the only one that could get into Maya's ear and help her try to back off this whole situation. The fact that they broke into Maya's apartment is hilarious. Jack is involved, though I still feel like he's not really somebody we need to be worried all that much about, at least in the grand scheme of things. I definitely feel a little bit more of a vibe from Vera Farmiga, so I feel like we're still probably going to go that route. Rather than Jack, but who knows? And how are they all connected to all of this? We got 2 episodes left after this to kind of conclude things. Like, is this Yelena thing going to carry over? Is that going to be something we resolve in this season at all? Is that something they're going to save for later? Is this like a little taste or tease? And I don't know. It was a lot of fun in this episode. There's a lot of real heart in this episode as well. Like with Kate trying to do her best to try to, like, make up for what Clint's missing out as far as the holidays go. And she's even starting to warm up to Jack after she really sees, like, how he's treating her mother, how he's making her mother feel. So there was a lot of warmth in this episode, and I really enjoyed that bit. And, like, there was a couple moments that started to get me a little choked up. I'm really digging the flow of the season so far. And it's just already almost over. Plus on top of that, you know, we brought the LARPers back into things, you know. It's just interesting how, like, some of them are really apt to have been some rules given. It is for an Avenger. They did take Kate's word on that, given they didn't actually know, like, see or know for a fact that she was tied to Clint at all. But it is what it is. It was fun. It was interesting. They had definitely set up for them to be the ones that I guess design and make their new costumes that we've seen in like the trailers and the teasers before and the posters. So I'm guessing that's how we get their new and improved outfits, is from these LARPers. But overall, man, this was a fun poppin' episode, and I can't wait to go through all the little deets in here. Considering the announcement that came out the other day, I don't know if I would call it an announcement. It wasn't really an announcement, but like the info dump that Kevin Feige made in that interview with Amy Pascal. Even if it's not in a large part and maybe just a tease, I am even more firmly set on whoever this is at the tippy top is Kingpin. It's either going to be Kingpin or somehow it's going to be Vera Farmiga. I don't know. With the way the show's setting things up and laying these hints, or maybe I don't know. And anyway, fun stuff. Clint coming clean to Kate about, his relationship with Natasha, and then how the blip affected him. The first blip mentioned in this episode, or in the season so far. And then him kind of being caught out, or at least outed as the Ronin to Kate, at least on his grieving period. Him kind of being brutally honest about how he got started and wrapped up into this life, being a weapon that they just kind of pointed because he was kind of their assassin in a way. So I think it's at least clear that he doesn't know exactly, because he thinks somebody hired a Black Widow assassin. While that is partially true, I don't know that that's necessarily accurate, because this is more personal and he doesn't know. I definitely don't think he knows that. And maybe he does. I don't know. There's a good chance maybe Natasha had opened up to him about it at some point about Yelena. I would have to imagine, like, at some point or another, between, Civil War and all that stuff, even though they weren't easily in contact, maybe had talked about it, but he might not know what she looks like or anything like that, and maybe he just thinks this is some random widow. But yeah, fun episode, guys. What'd you think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Make sure to join our Discord. You can join us there to talk about it as well. Links to that and all my socials are down below as well. And yeah, remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, you can check it out over on Patreon, or become a member here on the channel. Get you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Scherer, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, and various abominations. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's another episode of Hawkeye Down, and I will see you guys next week with the next episode of Hawkeye. Take care, everybody.